Hello Steelers, and welcome to another bench report hobby update. Another week, another report, of course. Well, to be honest, actually this week I haven't painted a huge amount of stuff, simply because I've been quite busy domestically, shall we say. But I have managed to get through quite a lot of the 3mm Rommel stuff that I've got outstanding. So this is some of the stuff that I bought ages ago. I painted quite a bit of these and just finished off some of the bits from that I got from Magister Militum. So I managed to get some Soviet motorized vehicles finished, a couple of bases of those. I also did some Soviet 122mm guns, also some Soviet 76.2mm guns. I've also done the German 10.5cm guns as well, and also the German 15cm guns as well. So these are all supports. As you can see, they don't actually have labels on them yet, because I'm still trying to work out orders of battle for some of the other things. I've got some more stuff that came in the post as well, really, so I'm kind of just trying to work out where these things are going to fit in together and make some labels for those individually when I need to. So at the moment they're just sitting quietly as they are, but I'm quite happy with them. Managed to get some bits and pieces just finished off. The other thing I've been working on as well is another one of the 3D printed Normandy houses that Leaf sent over. So this is literally where it is at the moment. It's not even properly block coloured or anything at this point, but I have added a couple of sabotaged walls on this, and also some of the rubble that Mike Wilkins gave me ages ago at CrackCon. So I've found a use for that, so that's quite nice. And that's just what I'm working on at the moment on the desk. In the post though, I did get quite a lot of stuff. So I got, as I say, I've mentioned more 2mm stuff from Magister Militum. I managed to get some of their stuff through, just bits and pieces. That's all for Rommel. But I also got as well some walls from Paul over at Sabotaged. I just bought these straight off his website. You can get those. So just some general walls, as you can see here. These are I'll be using these. I've been needing to get some walls for the rest of these buildings as well, because I want to obviously have curtilage around them. So they're going to be very useful. So thanks for that, Paul, if you are watching. Also as well, I approached Paul and asked him if he could do me some of these, which are Indian pattern armoured cars. So these are going to be perfect for Malaya. So he's done 6 of those for me. There was a file online which he paid for, but I paid him for it, if that makes sense. And he also did me some Indian pattern light tanks as well, again for Malaya, because I realised I don't actually have these. And he's done me 4 of those, because that's going to be enough, I think, really, for my needs for those. So I'll be working on those probably over the next week or so. They should be pretty easy to do, I think, but they're very nice. And Paul has done a great job on printing those as well. He's also done some weapons as well for the armoured cars, including Vickers K guns, as well as the usual Bren guns as well. So that's quite nice. Just something slightly different. And also the other thing as well I got, not in the post, but Dex gave me some graves, which is great for a goth, really. So these are quite nice. I think these are resin prints. I don't know where he got them from, but he's given me a bunch of those. So I'll make a little graveyard out of those. I know he's been doing that exactly thing. So I'll probably mess about with those and make a little graveyard somewhere. So as I said, painting wise and actually getting stuff in the post wise, there's a few other things I'm waiting for coming through. I've got a little project that I'm kind of working on at the moment that I've been thinking about for a while, and I've pulled the trigger on it, but I'll talk more about that when the figures actually turn up. They haven't arrived yet. But this week has mostly been playing games, to be perfectly honest. So over the weekend I managed to actually record a couple of games, and I finished off the campaign game of Chain of Command, which I've been playing, which is the Water Tower Hill one, which was written by Mark Backhouse in one of the WSS magazines. And that was it set on the edge of Singapore, basically, just before the fall of Singapore itself and the Japanese attacking. This was the British counter-attack, and then also the final Japanese attack as well. It's only a 4-part, so it's a half-pint sized campaign, and there was only 4 parts. So these are the last 2 that I wanted to get recorded, so they're done. They will not be out until February, though. I managed to back up enough videos until that point, so there's quite a lot of time before those things come out. But I managed to get them filmed this week. Then also on the Saturday night, I actually forgot to mention it in the last last bench report, so I do apologise for that, is I played Rommel with Jim Olskowski. I'm not I'm sure how you say his name out loud. I've never said it out loud, but I played Rommel online with him and a few of his Armchair Dragoons chums. They play online games every Saturday. In America it's about 12 o'clock. Here in the UK it's about 6 o'clock, so I joined them about 6:30, and we were playing for I think 3.5 hours. Brilliant, really good. Playing on Tabletop Simulator, which is a fantastic resource if you don't have it. It does take some getting used to because it's like a physics engine basically, but so it's quite difficult moving your mouse around and things. And it's not obviously as tactile as an actual tabletop game. But it was an excellent game, really enjoyed it. Thanks for inviting me, Jim, and the chaps, and for hosting me as well. It was, I'll not tell you the outcome because I've actually recorded it as a video as well, so I'm going to I will post that up on well, it's already it's up on the channel and will be out I think this week. I think I'll put it out for the 5th of December, so look out for that. That'll just come out as a little bonus video for you. It's a long one though. I think it was about 3.5 hours, so it's a big old video, but I'm sure you'll enjoy it as much as I did, I hope anyway. The other thing as well I played on Sunday, I mean it was a really real proper wargaming weekend this weekend. On Sunday I went over to the club. We had a Sunday games day. Quite a few people came down, which was nice to see. It was pretty busy, but I took Steve and Dex through O Group. They've not played it before. Well, Dex has played it one time before and we played it at the club as a big multiplayer game, and to be honest it didn't work. I don't think O Group works as a multiplayer game. Because you are making decisions based on the orders. I really think it's just one player versus one. It's grand with an umpire as well, but it really works only with one player versus one, because otherwise you are generally splitting the orders between the two players or the multiplayers. So it doesn't really work because you really need that microscopic level of command on it really. But it was a great game. They played Malaya, Japanese attacking as Dex was attacking down to Steve, defending as the Indians, and Steve had an incredibly aggressive defense. He was basically just straight into the attack as quick as possible. It went really well really early, but then obviously as his troops got more and more tired, it just became harder for him to actually throw his men in, and he chucked in his reserves, and that got difficult as well. However, he did actually win in the end because of his earlier victories, and with causing foobarrs very early on, he was able to pick it up. Dex, unfortunately, Dex, if you're watching this, I do apologise. I thought I'd said it, but he didn't deploy his reserves because he didn't realise that he could do consolidation, do a different consolidation point to the one he'd chosen at the start of the game. So he was kind of waiting to capture that, and he never captured his original consolidation point. Otherwise, I think he probably would have been able to tip the balance and push on through down to Singapore. But it was still a good game anyway, and I think the lads enjoyed it. And I'd like to play it again. It's the more people I can get to play O Group, the better, because then they'll understand it, and I can play it as well with them. In other news, the Napoleon video that I put out just last week after I went to see Napoleon has gone absolutely bonkers. It's gone through the roof with views. It's been one of my most viewed videos of all time. It's in quick succession. I think it's currently on about, well, when I'm recording this, it's on about 30,000 views at this point. So thank you everybody who has watched it. Most of the comments did agree with me, so that's nice to see as well. But it's just an opinion at the end of the day, my review. So it's just nice to see that it has made huge traction. It's also in other news as well. It's actually pushed me over 12,000 subscribers as well. I picked up a load of subscribers off the back of it. So once again, thank you if you are new to the channel and you're a subscriber. I hope you're enjoying this video as much as the other ones. But yes, I'm well chuffed that I've managed to get another milestone in subscribers. And again, if you are watching this and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It's always helpful. It's free and doesn't hurt. And then finally, I said domestically I've been pretty busy, because certainly I have. This week my wife and I, we completed on our first house. So we've actually bought a house. So as I'm recording this, I'm just waiting to go over there and start cleaning up and doing bits and pieces. We haven't moved in yet. As you can see, I'm still in the war room here in the old house. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a month or so overlap between this house and moving in, because the new house is an old one, so it needs a bit of doing up basically. So that's what we're going to be spending our next at least few months, I think, doing. What that means for channel wise, which I think is probably more important for you who are watching this, is that I am not sure how often I'll be able to record things. Also, I think hobby wise, I think things will probably be on the back burner massively for the next couple of months, I would say. There's a few things, you know, I could do here and there, but once the war room is all packed up, I'm not going to be able to do a great deal, so videos will probably drop off. That said, I do have a weekly video coming out every Friday until at least the middle of February, so there won't be a break in videos for things like this. The hobby updates and stuff may not be as frequent, or may not even happen at all, as with bonus videos and things. I say I'll try and do stuff here and there where I can, but no promises. But then I do have a war room in the new house, so expect content to start coming out once I've got in there and settled up. And I'll probably even do a couple of videos about, you know, some of the moving and things like that as well if I get a chance. So that's a big news from me that I mentioned a week or so ago. We're very much looking forward to piling in on that house, and it's nice to have a one-to-one scale building project at least, if nothing else. Take me out of the 15mm stuff. But anyway, I'll leave it at that. I'll say thanks again for watching, as always. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Also, check out Patreon and check out the channel memberships as well if you want to help out and keep the lights on here at the new steel towers, which I will show you in future. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next Storm of Steel video.